Liechtenstein was our 16th country. It's a small country that's sandwiched between Switzerland and Austria in Central Europe. You get to Liechtenstein, particularly Vaduz, by taking the train over to Sargans, and from Sargans you take the number 11 bus that takes you into Vaduz. It's about a 30-minute ride. Okay, well, we are in Liechtenstein,
our 16th
country. Just rode the train all the way from Egel over here. Had a great time on the train.
Very smooth.
Yeah. And the first place you should stop is the information center here, where they've got all kinds of souvenirs and they've got a map, and you can get your passport stamped. Jenny has been very disappointed that she couldn't get her passport stamped. So, Liechtenstein is a constitutional monarchy, which is why Jenny liked to sit on the throne. It's a wonderful country. It's the sixth smallest nation worldwide. Population is less than 40,000, and it's only about 62 square miles. And Vaduz, the capital city, has this marvelous public square and public pedestrian marketplace. That's one of the main places you visit. That's where the tourism office information center that we first stopped at was. Franz Joseph. Look at the Madonna they have down here. Pretty cool. These two Madonna statues were at the St. Florian Cathedral. It was interesting to see these because one was a Madonna and Child and the other was Madonna and Crucified Christ along the side of La Pieta, and we see that a lot in Catholic churches that we go to. St. Florian Cathedral was built in 1869 to 1873, and it was originally just a parish church. And in 1997, Pope John Paul II consecrated as a cathedral and elevated Liechtenstein's status from just being part of the neighboring archdiocese to having its own archdiocese. It's an interesting Gothic cathedral. Not as big, but it has wonderful gargoyles. And the gargoyles, different from many of the other ones, are kind of fun and happy looking. It also is really nice to see that the clock tower has this brightly colored clock. And so it's not all just the gray and browns, but it's got some color to it. So that was really nice to see. And you know what I bet that is right there where the fountains are?
What?
That's their driveway.
No.
I bet it is. I bet they drive up there and park up there on that part where where it doesn't have fountain coming up out of it.
No.
I bet it is. Well, we were never able to confirm whether that was the driveway or not. This house, which was on St. Florian Gasse, which was one of the main streets coming into Vaduz, was one of many beautiful structures and gardens. Right at the start of the public square is the music school Rheinberger Haus. And it started with this one little building, it appears, and then spread to several buildings. This professor was a music master and started the school there in Vaduz, and it's right there as you enter the public square. It's kind of cool to see. As you start walking through the public square, you discover that there's a lot of artwork. There's a lot of interesting architecture. Sometimes the architecture and the artwork are combined to make a wonderful, appealing structure. There's several museums, there's shops, there's public buildings all along this square. So it's really nice to walk and see this. This trio of statues was in front of a interesting building that is labeled the Rathaus. Um, this is a rather unfortunate translation for a city hall. In German, Rat, R-A-T, is for council, and Haus is house, so this would be the council house. Americans kind of smile at it, but it's a beautiful building right there in the middle of the public square. Overlooking the public square and marketplace is Schloss Vaduz, or Castle Vaduz, and we decided maybe we'd walk up there and see it.
Right there, doesn't it?
Yeah. All right. Let us begin the ascent. And what an ascent it was. As you can see, it starts out with a nice wide path, cobbled street. That is actually a street. Cars drive up to these houses. They have some creative parking on the sides of the cliff here. But the further and further we headed up the pathway, the narrower it got, the steeper it got. It turned into basically just a gravel walking trail. And it was pretty strenuous to get up there. But there were gorgeous views. We got a choice here. Steps or street. This is kind of... So, we are walking up the path from the Vaduz pedestrian market up to the castle, or the Schloss. It's a very strenuous path. And we've had to stop multiple times. We're now sitting on a bench catching our breath. We do have a great view. But needless to say, we're regretting this decision. This is twice now that I've climbed something that's been a bad idea. So, but Vaduz, Liechtenstein has been very nice. There's a lot of artwork and stuff in the pedestrian market down there, so it was really cool to see. So we're going to head on up and see what happens.
We'll let you know.
After some more climbing, we came out onto the road that circles around up to the Vaduz Slosh. The Slosh is the residence of the Prince of Liechtenstein. It was built in the 12th century and has been the home of the prince since 1712 when they acquired it for the monarch of Liechtenstein. The black Audi parked here at the castle is the prince's car, and we interestingly later see it again. Well, we made it to the top. You're really close to the castle, so it's hard to get good pictures. And it is a really long, hard walk. But we're up here. We got some pictures. Met two lovely girls from Germany who Jenny took pictures of, and they took pictures of us, like they always do. And now we're getting ready to trek back down.
Oh boy, we'll let you know how it goes.
And this is the lovely picture that the two German girls took. We were thankful for that. Oh, and here's the prince's car zipping through town. We saw it while we were walking around the shopping area in the public square, which had this block long of nothing but watch sellers. That was pretty cool. Jenny got excited that they actually had a swatch as well. Then we were on to the chocolate. Oh my goodness. Oh.